That was close.
What the fuck, though?
My man.
Hey, man.
How are you, dude?
Good.
Good to see you. Ah,
What's going on? This place is great.
Here, what I did, because I know the market here, right? So my mortgage here is 64.
Oh, that's right. You're buying. That's right.
So yeah,
Okay.
so my mortgage here is 64, but I charge myself 10,000.
Smart. Yeah.
So, because that way I can just prep myself for when I actually go, and maybe I can't buy the next building, right? That's what I'd love to do, but realistically, that might not always work.
Yeah.
So I've just kind of tested myself, like if I was getting charged market rates, can I make this model viable, right?
Like the math is what the math is.
Correct. And then worst case scenario, my fitness LLC is very low profit margin,
Right,
but the
and
real
you're
estate
killing
company,
it.
So it's 6 one way, half a dozen the other.
For sure.
But we've been experimenting with it, and we're definitely going to keep that smaller barbell because we went to all the competition size, so they're all this you get it from the comp stuff. So it's all the same size.
So is this a 45-pound bar?
35 pound, but with the 28.5 millimeter knurling, right? And then we have the 15 pound.
Okay.
You never know who's going to be stopping by. So I know I didn't, vlog any of that content of what we were talking about there. It's like sometimes I've got to like preserve a conversation, so I can't share everything with you guys. But even if you're not in OPEX, you're not down with their model of individual design or whatever, Jim is probably one of the smartest fitness business guys I've ever had a pleasure of working with. And the fact that like him and Joe are gonna go grab lunch, and then you got Joe's brain and you got Jim's brain, like I'm really envious. I wish I could go vlog that, but Daddy's got to work.
Yeah, and so we were finding, with still keeping that CrossFit affiliate, but trying to change a couple things up, that when true CrossFitters came through our door, they're like, this isn't CrossFit. You're like, you know what? You're right, and I don't want you here. Like, you just, You and me are so similar. When we moved here and with the new building with Urban Movement, my #1 cancellation, it's not CrossFit enough, and I was like, yes, that means I'm on to something. We are on our 3rd variation of classes for Urban Movement. We still don't have it figured out yet. I still don't have the right mix to make it so much different than Orange Theory, so much different than Metabolic, so much different than CrossFit, where I truly think I have something special yet. We're still working on it, but the one thing I'm very happy with, nobody walks in anymore and goes, oh, this just looks like a CrossFit gym. So the fitness scene in Charlotte has exploded recently. About 6 months ago, we got notification that Barry's Boot Camp was coming here. We already have an Orange Theory at F45, Metabolic, the YMCA, Gold's Gym, all of that. And then these guys announced, which I've been following them for a while, that they're coming to Charlotte. So this is where Eat the Frog Fitness is gonna be. It's literally maybe 0.001 miles from my house. It's across the street from one of the local Orange Theories that just opened up. If you think of Eat the Frog, think of it as very Orange Theory-esque, but with green lights. Yeah, it's pretty much the same idea. It's 1 part treadmill, 1 part spin bike, and 1 part resistance training. So like 2/3 of it is cardio, a 1/3 of it is resistance training. They do have kind of a cool 24/7 access. I've talked about the digital revenue stream that I think we all got to start fucking with it sometime. They do have a really cool feature there where 24/7 you could log in and have a digital virtual training experience with an app that they've created, an online platform that they've developed so that you could work out with Eat the Frog anywhere. And I was really excited when I heard they were moving here to Charlotte because it really starts formulating the fitness scene. Like where fitness is at now in the national franchise Microgym model is really starting to kind of like become apparent. And Charlotte, I don't think better than any other place, in this Southeast Mid-Atlantic region has the same options Microgym wise as what we're getting here. So F45 is pitched as team-based training. Think like a lot of stations, you work with a partner and you just kind of rotate through. And I don't really know if they're open, if they'd be cool with me going in. You guys have a class right now? 9:30. 9:30? Yeah, fair enough. I'm just shooting a quick little vlog thing out of you guys, but I just don't want to give you a heads up so
you're good.
Break it down.
No worries.
Appreciate it.
They got a class or whatever going on, or one guy, I don't know, there's someone in there. Anyway, so F45, another model, they're newer to Charlotte. Again, a lot of you guys who are familiar, like I believe they started in Australia.
Good day, mate.
Team-based training model, small footprint, but similar price point to the rest of the microgyms in the area. Lots and lots of marketing, like fucking, you know, Mark Wahlberg, he's like their current biggest spokesperson right now. So yeah, that's 2 national franchises within about a half a mile of each other. And then we got Barry's Boot Camp, and I'm not sure how much longer they're gonna let me back here. I've already been yelled at a few times. But so Barry's Boot Camp is, if you guys watched the Nashville vlog, I took my camera in during an entire class and kind of documented that whole thing. But this is a very high-end brand. I mean, I am very, very excited for what this is gonna do for the popularity of the microgym model in Charlotte. So, and then you have obviously Metabolic and Orange Theory, which you guys have seen those. I don't need to go to them. But literally just take a look at this map at the actual like saturation of these unique ones. You know, even if you go ahead and you look at the map now, when I factor in the CrossFit gyms, there's a fuck ton of them. But it's nothing but good news. The guys that go ahead and look at this, their dick coils back into their body and they get a little fearful, they are completely missing the upside to this entire thing.
Oh, I see you got me on now.
The fucking granddaddy of them all. Quick Trip, baby. Okay, so the whole reason for showing you guys that and taking you on that little booster board ride is, again, you know, again, this whole scarcity mindset, abundance mindset, you guys hear a lot of that, but I just wanted to show you like some of the benefits to having a lot of these guys in the area. A few of them. Number one, networking. It is without a doubt a ultimate goal of mine to befriend or become colleagues at least with all of the franchisees or the corporate owners or the individual small business owners for these other models. And I've done so really successfully. I've created a really strong network for myself here in Charlotte. And that's why I just, maybe it's me, I can't understand this like competitive, like I look at people as like allies, I look at them as like colleagues. Like we're all in the same building and we work in different departments. We're all trying to achieve like the same goal. Like I've got my deadlines and what I want to do, and like Brandon over at Metabolic, he's in a different department or whatever, but like I don't look at the guys like direct competition. I know we are fighting for the same piece of the pie, but when there is so much fucking pie to go around, I can't compute that as competition. One of the other things that really comes in, it is a huge benefit to this, is the amount of talent that Charlotte is about to get in the fitness instructor scene. All these other models, the Orange Theories, the F45s, the Barry's Boot Camps, they put so much time, energy, and development into talent acquisition and showmanship. A lot of us are gonna sit here and maybe talk some shit that they think that the F45 coach doesn't know dick. And I, you know, that's not a, you know, that's an argument we could 100% have, but let's just say you're right, which I don't think you are, but you could be. Just like your CrossFit coach might fucking suck. But anyway, you could, let's say you're right, and this individual doesn't know shit about actual strength and conditioning, and you, Mr. CrossFit Gym, you do know something about strength and conditioning, and this guy knows how to fucking entertain a crowd, like get people hype. Can you imagine the fucking marriage of that if you get to intersect with one of them? I am 100% excited for the amount of talent pool acquisition that Charlotte is gonna get in any of the cities that have these other models. And the last thing, it's gonna be great for all of us. Like the more people that are making fitness a career in the area gives you more potential recruits and hires later on down the road, assuming you're able to give them the proper fulfillment and compensation. And the last piece, right? The last piece for me that makes me so excited is the common familiarity and denominator amongst a lot of these models. Orange Theory looks like Eat the Frog looks like Barry's Boot Camp. Very similar models. And then CrossFits look like the CrossFits that look like the CrossFits next to the CrossFits. Now there's all this, again, my white space theory, this white space that allows other models to kind of play in the middle of. And if you guys have listened to my content, you know my white space theory and how big I am in finding the gap in between the dominant models in the industry. So that's why I'm really excited about it. I hope if you guys get competition in your market, you take a look at it from that realm as well. Thanks for sticking around and watching today. And if you are coming to the Self-Made Summit, I'm gonna try to put together a quick Microgym tour, maybe that Friday before we kick this off, and go hit as many of these as we can in a like boom, 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 class to class to class kind of thing. Sit down and talk about it afterwards over some beers. What did you like? What didn't you like? So again, coming to the Self-Made Summit is gonna make a huge wide opening for you to do a complete fucking field trip. Hit 5 or 6 different Microgym models in the course of a weekend, hear from some of the guys, some of the founders of those, like talk to smart dudes, learn some shit. Anyway, October 19th and 20th. Hope to see you there. Thanks for watching.